Okay, hello everyone, and welcome to another thrilling painting episode. Hope you guys have had a good evening so far. And as you can see, we're going to work more on the illustrious Overgourd. Haven't done much else since the last time, because I figured it's just fun to paint this guy on stream. So, without any other further ado, first I'm going to start with putting on some thick mud from Vallejo. Hey, Sojan, quick check. Hopefully the mic is coming across nice and loud. Alright, sweet. Trying a little bit of a different setup, so hopefully all the kinks were worked out. So yeah, I'm starting with thick mud all around the base of the Overgourd. Then I figured while that's drying I can work on the other paints and whatnot. But figured he's coming out of a haunted, evil pumpkin patch. So, why not make it muddy? There we go. Actually, I was going to paint this as a rock, and I'm like, wait a minute, he's still just... Oh, hey, cool, thanks, delay capture. Glad that the sound is okay. So yeah, I've been kind of debating if I want to get that Diablo 2 remaster, Sojan, and also if I want to get it for either PC or for PS4, so that way it would be easier to play along with the old man, so that way he can just install it on his PlayStation and go, because I don't know, is it really hardware intensive or not really? Mechanics worked pretty well for 3 on console. Yeah, they did. Hey, Kiko. Hey, Warboy. It's not bad. Well, yeah. Plus, you have a pretty good gaming rig, too. So, yeah, as you guys can see, I'm just putting some of that thick mud effect all over the ground here. Since I figure he's coming out of a pumpkin patch, might as well make the ground look like it's muddy. And then while that's drying, I can do a few other things. It's going well enough, Warboy. How about you? Sorry, just trying to get this on all of the appropriate crevices without dirtying up my pumpkins too much. It's like Diablo better on PC. The console controls feel weird. I got used to it playing with both Uber and my buddy Will.
Hey, phrase it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the controls on console were a little clunky. I got used to them, especially after you, well, yeah, always, even on the PC version. Well, there should be a new sound alert, too. I got rid of one and added another one. Which, since I paint Star Wars half the time, should be another one. Hello there's been there for a while.
It's a trap.
There we go. Which I have a feeling that won't be abused at all. Okay, I need a paper towel. Ugh, luckily, they're right at my feet. Otherwise, I hope everybody's Monday went well enough and they had a great weekend. And if you haven't seen it yet, go to Michael Mordor's channel and watch the stream that I did with him where we painted the Cyclops together. But I think most people that are on right now have seen it. Okay. Put that over there. You know, you'd think one of these days I would try and clean my desk a little bit more. Okay. So, what we're going to do is we're going to add some of this Warlord Purple, which is kind of like a an off pink, to the eye socket and probably the gums. Yeah, the video was cool. Yeah, I actually even linked the video in my in the post that I did on my Facebook page. Yeah, it's a lightish red. Yeah, they have a name for that. It's called pink. Let's see. Let's go with this one. Shut up, church. You know, be careful around the eye, but not so much around the pumpkin parts, since I'm actually going to go back, touch those up around the other pumpkins, so I'm actually going to get those colors out possibly tonight. And as I say that, yeah, Chupa thingy. Kind of like it. It's got a ring to it. Simmons, what's that Mexican creature that eats all the goats and sucks their blood? My chair just seems incredibly short today. Doing this to make the teeth stand out just a little bit more, because otherwise there's just a little bit too much orange around this orange and yellow, so I kind of want it to pop.
You know, you just gotta give it a little zazz, you know? Just a little bit of zazz. Not too much, because then that would just be kind of weird, but then we just need to do some zazz.
Oh yeah, that's right. I just did a murder face impression. There we go. I think that looks a little bit better. What about if we just dumps the bleach in our cups of urines? No, we drink the bleach. Here you go, Murderface. Just a little sip. Okie dokie. Bleach is healthy. Bleach is mostly water. And we're mostly water. Therefore, we are bleach. Metalocalypse. About the greatest band ever. And I'm not talking about Tenacious D. Yeah, they made kind of one, but I know they're making one to, like, really wrap things up, because a lot of those shows of that era just kind of got left hanging. Yeah, I'll look forward to the full-length movie of that. Like, there's that slight golden age of, like, a lot of animation stuff. It felt like, at least adult animation. Yeah, Tenacious D just wrote the greatest song in the world. They couldn't even remember what it sounded like. It was just a tribute. You gotta believe them. Because if you were there, it was just a matter of opinion. Good God, gotta love it. Yeah, I saw that. Twitch for a second, I'm just like, oh, is this a live action? Like, oh no, it's animated. Oh, okay. I can live with this, and then just kind of moved on, but apparently, well, Twitter did what Twitter does best, lose its shit at everything for just a little bit. Which again, sorry for the foul language. Should put a mature filter on this, but which, I still really haven't seen that version of Super Mario World. And I got it from as a gag gift from the ex-brother-in-law. And I think it's still in the cellophane wrapper. Do myself a favor. What? After the stream, just turn it on? or just never watch it. Because I gotta admit, I do like John Leguizamo in a lot of the roles that he's in. He is a very talented actor. But even then, some actors can't even redeem movies. True. And I mean, this is coming from a guy who has watched a lot of garbage movies on USA Up All Night and on Monster Vision and MST3K, so probably one of those where it won't hurt me to watch it. It's the origin of Daisy as a Mario character. Oh, okay. I always wondered kind of where she came from. Okay, yeah. Ron Jeremy, Mushroom Kingdom. Everyone will just giggle collectively at that and just leave it there. What about Sonic the Hedgehog? Ooh, there's a lot of pigment there. Let's kind of mix this up a little bit more. There, that's more the green than I want. So, case in point of always be sure to mix your paints. These are from the same pot. This is more mixed. This is not mixed well enough. If you guys can see that well enough. Okay. I have no idea, Kiko, if that is what they actually call him or not. Yeah, I'll give the Rob Zombie Monsters thing a watch at some point. I'm not going to go out of my way for it either, but I'll give it a watch. So right now I'm just adding some highlights to these vines, just to give them a little bit more volume. Well, yeah, anything Halloween related in Rob Zombie's hand, be it family friendly or not, would be a pretty safe bet. Let's face it. Though, if they ever do a remake of The Addams Family, they're going to have a tough time replacing Raul Julia as Gomez. Because, let's face it, he was the perfect embodiment of that character. To which I like some of like little fanfic things, or not fan fiction, but just like, I don't know, fictions or whatever, where like they start housing college students, and like one guy will just be sitting there in the library, then just suddenly Gomez Adam throws a saber at him and says, "Have at you, old man," and actually helps him come with a breakthrough while they're fencing, and how like the Addams Family will help pay off tuition and give these guys grants. And yeah, those are just great. Or then just like the set of Bromez Adams, where, you know, oh, here you go, old boy, have some money before so you can get back on your feet. And there's like no rush to ever pay him back, and how he always lifts up everyone around him. And even when he beats someone, he's still humble, saying, "Ah, yes, you're getting better. You're getting better. You almost had me there." Yes, Raul Julia had like all the right energy for that, and actually, I will be kind of ashamed to admit this for M. Bison, but M. Bison was just kind of an extension of Gomez Adams, in my opinion. At least the way Raul Julia played him. And who knows, maybe that was just the cancer acting. Yeah. Though I bet Christina Ricci could do a good job as Morticia. But I do gotta say, the actress they got for Morticia 2 really did a good job. But I don't know. This might be nostalgia talking on all of our parts. Since we all grew up with that movie. Sorry, trying to keep that on camera. Yeah. Yeah, that's the one. They did an alright job with the newer Addams Family. Oh, okay. I had just never gotten around to watching it myself. I wasn't scared like Warboy. But then again, I dothn't afraid of anything. Actually, that's a lie, and you all know it. But I still get back out there
and try to crump 'em real good. Bring the fire to them. Don't want to be dealing with the big sad much.
Orc inspirational speeches. Thanks for that one, Kiko. Oh, and yeah, the green that I'm using is actually from Cuttlefish Colors. It was from a Kickstarter that I backed called, I think this is called Lush Valley. I don't know. Sometimes the cursive on these things is a little hard to read. No, it's not in fear. It's in anticipation of the jackassery to come. And you know very well that, like most of the times, it was jackassery. Looks like cuttlefish and asparagus. Yeah, kind of does. And here's where I'm kind of kicking myself for gluing these vines together already. But it was a little bit easier overall to paint a few things. And I know Sojan will back me up too that it was jackassery. Devious Night, adding my 2 cents from the previous discussion of the Super Mario Brothers movie in '93. The Bob-omb was the best part. I didn't say you were a jackass, I said it was jackassery. There's a big difference. Yeah, okay. I will probably have to check this out at some point. I figured it was with Devious Night. Thanks for swinging by, Devious. Let's see, do I have it over there? I know, interesting stream looking at the back of my head or something like that. Maybe I did pawn it off. Alrighty. But yeah, do you think the teeth pop now with that, I don't know, what color was it? That Warlord purple around them? Sweet. Oh, and I see some vines I need to get with the base color quick. yeah, the Bob-omb kind of made me immediately think of Scott Pilgrim. We are Sex Bob-omb, and we are here to watch Scott Pilgrim kick your teeth in. My shaker's really noisy today. See a few orangish spots too here and there. Yep. In my garbage truck. Truck, 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 truck. Yeah, if ever I kind of list lazily to the left off camera, go ahead and play a sound alert for me or something, guys. That way I can reel it back in as quickly as possible. You can even use "It's a Trap" or something like that. But yes, Devious Knight, if you haven't already, go ahead and at least give me a follow.
Hey, yeah, it's called grind.
Thank you for following.
It's a trap!
Alright. Thank you. Or I should see if they have the sound effect from Starship Troopers with Dizzy just saying, "Hey, you're drifting!" But I do like the current selection of sounds I have on there. And I have some that are for bits. Thank you. But I don't know how people can bring them up on the browser. I can see how you can do it on the phone. But on the browser, I don't know how you can get it to work. But one of them is for the Emperor, too. And like, yeah, the Space Marines yelling it in the Dawn of War games. Yes, granted, this won't be seen as much, but sometimes it is kind of nice knowing that you did it. Like on the Cyclops, I didn't do anything underneath his skirt at all. Didn't even paint his loincloth or anything. I know, gasp. But, seriously, with the base on there, nobody's really going to be looking. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and kind of... Yeah. So now we're going to go back and tighten up some of the orange. At least on the smaller pump. Well, actually... No, I'll do a wash there last. But first, actually, while I'm looking at this, kind of bothers me that his pupil is so thin, so I might make it more of a cat's eye. Well, you would. There, I think that looks a little bit better. Don't you? And yes, I know. Now that I've said it on stream, at least all of you guys will immediately point that out to me. Oh my god, it's a rare Bicyclops. Or like the one Venture Brothers villain, Tricyclops. Yes, Tricyclops. Or, yeah, Triclops. Bicyclops. It sounds like someone's very specific recipe for dihydrogen monoxide. But that, of course, is Steven's recipe. Mm-hmm. You know, if you immerse yourself in dihydrogen monoxide, you'll die. But yet we drink it. It's in what we drink every day. Do you know that they sprayed dihydrogen monoxide unregulated on our crops? Yep, can't argue with this at all. It's science. I kind of didn't like how this quote-unquote glowing effect was looking, so I'll leave it in there. I'll leave it in there. That's what she said. Well, you would say it, I think. At least I'd hope you'd say it. tightening up these teeth and some of the points where the white got a little bit out of control when I was blocking some of this in, so it doesn't look so splotchy. Sorry, I'm kind of getting lost a little bit in the moment of painting. Anybody got anything they want me to talk about or nerd out on a little bit? Since this is painting and nerd chat, as I always advertise. It's been, I'd say there's been fair enough amount of nerd chat already, but we can always do with more, right? Just getting rid of like this little bit of like white right there to make just the glowing effect be just a little bit tighter, look a little bit better. Nope. Next subject. Alright, delay capture, Kiko, Sojan, topic, go, or Devious if you're still here. Oh, yeah. Okay. First, next Monday model, I might go into maybe some Star Wars Legion Overdrive, to be completely honest, since I kind of have a little bit of a deadline with all of those. So I really kind of want to get those done. So I might just go to all Legion for a week or two, just to get my my stuff done. But yes, okay, as Sojan said, $35,000 for a Warhammer Mini. So, there is a channel called Squidmar. I actually got some of his brushes on a Kickstarter. But back in the 90s, they made an all-metal Thunderhawk Mini. Now, a Thunderhawk is like the transport ship for Space Marines, and the model It's bigger than it's bigger than my work area. It's probably about as big as my entire work area right here. At least, like, the main footprint is as big as this padding. And then there's some wings that come out, and it's all metal. All pewter. Very heavy. I forget. Did they say how much it actually... Yeah, about the size of a dinner plate. Well, they got one from a collector because it was a very rare collector's item. Or they didn't get one. They bought one. Because this guy knew what he had. And they paid for it, of course. Since, you know, they're good content creators like that. But, so then they painted it up in Blood Angels colors, and they had, like, what was it, 3 or 4 videos about how they assembled it and how they had to pin it together because using just super glue wasn't going to work. And they didn't even use just green stuff. Like, they were using, like, construction epoxy on some of this stuff to hold it together. And so then they built it, got it all together, and he figured, well, I'm not going to do much with it. I'm going to put it up on eBay. And it went for about a month, and it just recently sold for around $35,000 to a gaming shop in Australia. And they even went as far as to make a custom foam container for it to ship it. And it was rated and secure enough that they could have dropped it from about, I think he said, what, 30 meters high? Yeah, 4 to 5 brass pins holding everything together, along with, epoxy in some of these areas. Yeah, they went to a custom foam place to build this shipping container for it. Sorry about that. I have to itch my heel. And they could have dropped it from 30 meters, but he wasn't going to test that. But just to make sure that this thing stayed safe, and he got, like, another insurance policy aside from the one that the mail has, just to protect this thing. Hey, good morning, Michael Mordor. Just in time for us talking about Squidmar selling a Warhammer Mini for $35,000. And I'm doing some touch-ups on the Overgourd before I do a wash on the... Yeah, here's the progress so far. Touched up a lot of the stuff on the pumpkins, which I see a spot I'd like to do. Yeah, did some purple around the lips and the eye. Yeah, people bought they bought 2 more of those metal Thunderhawks from the 90s to do like display dioramas with them. Yeah, it was just nuts that it went for that much. I hope Scorpula had a good night, Michael. Hope she's well rested and feeling fine now. Yeah, I can imagine she did. Willy. Yeah, I won't go into too many details on the stream if you don't want me to, but suffice to say, Michael's wife, Scorpula, had just a little bit of a scare, but scared herself more than anything else. She's doing fine now, but just kind of a bit of a, whoa, hey, okay, kind of moment. So, Just had to ask, but I'm glad she's doing better. And as you can see, I'm touching up things with the explosions orange on some of these parts of the pumpkin, just to Yep. Everything's fine now, though. We're all fine. We're fine here now. Thank you. How are you? Oh, and Michael, if you look, you'll see I have a new sound in my soundboard. Which I know you should have plenty of points to play that, since you've been hanging out for a few streams.
It's a trap!
That just makes me pleased that those sounds are there. And also, Michael, since you're here, I'll tell you, I ordered the last of the minis. Though I had to order the Death Troopers off of Amazon because my local gaming store was not going to be able to get them before the end of the year. So I just had to hit up a third party. But otherwise, everything else was bought through my local gaming store, Geek Room. If you're ever in the Omaha area, people, go check them out. Well, nice of you, too. You help support them, too, Michael. Okay, well, as you can see, the mud effect is looking actually quite nice here on the Overgourd. And let's see, the teeth look pretty good. I might just do, yeah, I'll do a wash there to add a little bit of depth, but where I can actually leave him oh, excuse me, where I can leave him like laying down like that so it actually stays in the crevices. Let's see here now. Did I miss anything else when I was touching up stuff? Oh, nice. You know what? Let's do a few more little highlights here just to make some of this really pop. Yes, again, earlier Michael was telling people how much fun I had on the stream the other night. That was a total blast. I think most people were here in this channel were here for it, so not too bad. But yeah, for those of you who want to know, that'll be a once a month thing. Michael and I will get together and we'll paint a Reaper Bones 5 miniature, and one of the bigger ones too, just to show people that there is no real wrong way to paint your miniatures. That we both have our
Sir,
own.
the possibility of successfully navigating an asteroid field is approximately 3,720 to 1.
Never tell me the odds.
All right, you found the other bits. Actually kind of startled me too. I forgot I had that one there. Yeah, the spiky bits. Just kind of highlight this orange again. I can never find them on the browser. Hello, Tummy Number. Thank you for swinging by. Yeah, if it's just us painting them on the stream together, yeah, we'll have minis for 10 years of monthly streams. Welcome to the channel, Tummy. If you haven't already, go ahead and give me a follow. All my links, I think, are on my Twitch page, too, where I have a Twitter, a Patreon, and a Facebook page. So feel free to, if you like what I'm doing here, feel free to give me a follow, and you can see some of my other work. Okay. Alright, well, let's see. I am going to do a little bit of Carroburg Crimson. On the eye here, and on whoa, hello! Thank you for the raid! Alright. Wow. How many people raided me? Hey, well, thank you. Yeah, it's the Overgourd, and I have been unreasonably excited to actually paint this miniature. So I've had a lot of fun with it. Thank you. Yes, the Overgourd, which at some point, maybe for funsies, I might paint a grown-up Linus as a cultist, praising the great pumpkin, as it were, rising from the pumpkin patch finally, after all of his years of trying to summon. Woo! 22 people. Wow, that's the biggest raid I've ever gotten. Thank you so much. Well, thank you. Yeah, give me a follow. Feel free to subscribe, too. And, yeah. I was just about ready to put the finishing touches on this guy. And I was trying to think of what I'll be painting. Well, next Wednesday will be my Star Wars Legion paint. Of course you could put him in Curse of Strahd. Why wouldn't he fit in there? We got raided by another channel. They were the one person was finishing up. I didn't see who it was who raided us. So my apologies for that. But yeah, other channels can raid others and they can bring in all their other viewers. So this was quite the surprise. Yeah. Yes, I do paint 40K minis as well. And but I'm focusing more on commissions for Star Wars Legion right now. Yeah, this embodies all of Curse of Strahd. So, but once I'm done with my, I'll show you a quote-unquote mini I will be painting. Once I'm done with my Star Wars Legion, and I'm painting these mostly Mondays, I will be painting this chunky boy. So, for scale, next to the Overgourd. Yeah, Primaris. And I'm going to paint him as an angry Marine for a buddy, for those who are in the know. And I'm going to, of course, have to mod his hand so he's giving the appropriate salute for the angry Marines. Yeah, that is a big boy. Big angry boy. Always angry all the time. All right, yeah. So yeah, I'll let this dry just a little bit, but yeah, as you can see, got dirt, and I painted these to look just like regular gourds. No, he doesn't have a stat block because Reaper just put him out on these on their Bones 5 Kickstarter, but you could just use them in place as a beholder, and I don't think your players would complain. Yeah, they did purposely release them. So yeah, and I've hidden most of the mold lines already, thankfully. So yeah, here, and I'll actually give you guys a. I'll leave that there, so it's. But here's. Let's see. Here's some of the Star Wars Legion Scout Troopers that I'm working on for the one and only Michael Mordor, who's here in chat. He commissioned me ever so graciously to paint these for them, making the Scout Troopers nice and dirty, and all of his scenes take place on Tatooine, so hence the sandy base, which, here, I'll even show another one that I'm proud of, is one of the Shore Trooper leaders. There's what the finished sand will look like on all of them. But yes, oh yeah, actually, here's one of my 40k minis that I painted. And this will be just for my own Necron force. I'm more of a Space Wolf guy, but I have a lot of fun painting a bunch of other forces. Use the sand. For the sand itself on these guys, I've actually been using Vallejo desert sand, and then just kind of putting lines in it so it looks like dunes, and then painting it with Talarn sand, and then doing a wash. Thank you, Michael. Yeah, the red metal, and the red metal is called Spicy Meatball from Turbo Dork. And I figured the red and green would look nice because while I like the Terminator color scheme, it's very boring to paint, and everyone else does that, so I kind of wanted something to stick out. Yeah, it is actually called Spicy Meatball. Yeah, I used to have like 2,500 points of Space Wolves. Had kids, had to sell them to cover some medical bills. But I'm slowly building some back up. And yeah, actually here's actually another piece that I just did for a fun diorama-esque, just Ulrich the Slayer. Thank you. Thank you so much. So, yeah, I was going to be signing off here fairly soon because aside from my Legion guys, really don't have much else ready to go right now. So, I appreciate the raid, but if you guys want to, I will be on again Wednesday at 9:30 Central Standard Time. Central U.S. Standard Time. And you guys are more than welcome to come hang out. I do lots of nerd chat while I paint, so I will talk about Star Wars, I'll talk about 40K. Some people were trying to tell me to watch the old, like, John Leguizamo Super Mario Brothers movie, just for a point of reference. Because, we were talking about the new animated series that was coming out. It's just awful. Well, they just say just do it just so I can say I watched it. But then again, the rest of us talking movie quotes a lot of the time. But I've watched so many just garbage movies, like on if people remember, like USA Up All Night and Monster Vision, stuff like that. So I've seen quite a bit of garbage movies, so what's another one? And MST3K is life for me, just so you know. Well, or actually, I do have one piece I could work on. It's not a Reaper Mini, it's just another one from another line. So, people want me to keep going for a little bit. I probably could. I could go for another half hour. People want to stick around for a while, I could start slapping paint on another piece, since this boy's pretty much done. Unless I come back and see something else. Or I guess I could just work on my Star Wars Legion minis. Yeah, I'll do that. So we'll put the Overgourd off to the side. Stay and stick around for your amazing painting, but I had a raging headache and need to get to bed for work. It's great seeing your painting. How great that looks. Awesome. Well, thank you. Yeah, people want to see... I'll just go Star Wars Legion. I'll show you how I actually paint the sand on these bad boys. Yeah, actually, here's one of the Inferno Squad that I'm working on. Actually, he's pretty much done. I'll just add some gloss to some of the armor bits on there. Well, I hope you rest up well, Red Panda Cola. And I hope to see you again at some point, as I just bumped my camera. And where is my sand color? There it is. Yes, Warboy? Oh, the white cat. Oh, I was trying to go for a snow effect, so it's just a snow effect on that for the white caps. Yeah, it was just this snow effect. I was trying to make it to look like snow, but it looks more like crashing waves. So it was just that. Yes, and I stare into your soul when I shake paints on this stream, just so you know. So, Michael, depending on what gets here first, would you want to see me paint the Death Troopers or Clan Ren first? But if the Death Troopers don't get here, it's going to default to Clan Ren. But if the Death Troopers get here first, would you like to see them painted first or Clan Ren? All right. I will gladly do so. And I will just paint them kind of how they appear in the show Rebels, which I assume you're okay with since you want everything to look like it does in the movie. Well, movies/shows. Just kind of paint this up quick. Probably once I get the paint on here, that might do it for the evening. I'll let them dry and probably hit these with some washes in the morning. Yeah, also feel free, people, to follow me on, I'm on both Twitter and Facebook. My Twitter handle is just Gareth Redmar, or just look for Gareth Paints Post ReaperCon Buzz on Twitter, and you'll find me there. Because yes, I actually managed to go to ReaperCon this year. It was a complete blast. Where the hell did my one paint go? Where'd I put it? I somehow lost my sand paint. I feel really special right there. It is. Will do. I will be looking up some reference images then. This sniper guy was kind of fun to put together. I kind of like the action pose here. Actually, I'll go back and paint the rocks a little bit of a different color because I saw that I did that with Agent Callus and a few other things that I've done for you already. No, it's date night with Dorn today, so she seldom, if ever, makes my Monday night streams. So Mondays are usually my quieter night, but it turned out to be quite the ruckus there for a little bit. Which, thank you to everyone who's sticking around. I really appreciate it. Otherwise, she said she'd be here if it wasn't her date night with one of her people. Well, it was like a rumpus, but not quite. One might compare it to a ballroom blitz. They have Night Sister minis. I'd love to see. No, they don't. I don't even know if they have an Aja Ventress model for this yet. But right now they have the Army of the Republic, the Separatists, and then the Empire and the Rebellion for Legion so far. So I don't think they have small little faction forces like the Night Sisters, but they do have Darth Maul. And I don't even know if they've done Savage Opress either. But they do have some Wookiee factions and whatnot. I don't know. Write Atomic Mass Games. Tell them to put in Night Sisters, man. I'm sure you're not the first one to say. Wow, thanks, Night Ranger.
Squeedly diddly doo.
Back when music had the power to change reality. That whole Patton Oswalt skit. Well, you can have that one. That's all you. Oh, missed a little bit there. Well, yeah, Russian accents can be quite entertaining and arousing, depending on who's using them and how. Yeah, it is. If I'm looking at my metrics right, I'm at 81 now, so it's pretty dang cool. Lots of followers. Hopefully Twitch kind of helps throw my stuff out there a little bit more. So it's really cool, actually. Yeah. And why is it, Michael, that it's always like right when you're about to go, then like you get raided with a party like that? Or like on your stream, sometimes like you're about ready to sign off and, oh, here's Reaper. Because yeah, at times when Michael's streaming, it's around 2 or 3 o'clock here, Central Time. That's about the time sometimes Reaper's on, and he's about ready to sign off. And then... or it's like 10 minutes from his sign-off time, and just all of a sudden, Reaper Miniatures raids with a party of 84. To which, I gotta say, Michael, at times like that, when that happens, it's fun seeing that look of both awe and a little bit of horror on your face. Especially when it's Reaper Miniatures raiding you. You're just like, oh, well, crap, now the big boys are watching me. I was just doing this for my friends. Now there's people watching. But you do very good at holding it together, too. Yep. Or anybody's seen Death to Smoochie. It's like when he says, say hi to all the kids out there in Magic Jungle Land, and he just goes... That's sometimes Michael, when Reaper just shows up. He's doing all good, and then just like, what? Alright, I'll paint the rocks here a little bit of a different color to match the sandstone. Then we'll probably call it a night. Because it is almost 11 o'clock at night here. I need to call my honey and talk to her for a little bit. That is, if she'd still be up for it. No, but friends are people, but they aren't, you know, because there's friends and then there's people. And Michael knows what I'm saying, and there's a distinct difference between the two. Yep, I introduced you to a lot of off-the-wall movies, but you had it coming. I never like to put too much on my palette. I'll always go back to the pot for more, I guess. Say thanks for Firefly and Dune, but Death this movie. Oh, come on! Who doesn't want to know about the seedy underbelly of children's broadcast programming? Especially with Edward Norton and Danny DeVito. But yeah, Michael, there you go. Next date night movie with Scorpla. Throw on Death to Smoochie. Death to Smoochie isn't off the wall. It's dark comedy. Yeah, Firefly was a great show. I still enjoy it a little bit, though my perception of it now is just a tad jaded from certain life events. But those in the know exactly what I'm talking about and think that's fair. So... Nathan Fillion is awesome. Or if you want to watch a series with a ton of F-bombs, Doom Patrol. Never heard Brendan Fraser's Is that on HBO Max? Actually? Okay. Cool. I will have to check that out at some point. Though I know Delay Capture and she wants to have me watch The Wire with her. Because she is a huge fan of The Wire. And we just need to actually have like some evenings where we can sit down together and watch that. Yeah, I think it's DC. Okay, let me redo this one stone. We will. You stay safe out there too. Give my love to Scorpla. Give her a hug from me. And yeah, I'll just catch you online later. I'm about to finish up this rock and call it a night myself. Yep, have a good day, Michael. We'll all have a good evening. All right. Well, I'd say that was a fun stream, everybody, wouldn't you? Definitely an unexpected turn there. Dang it, Warboy. That's clever, though. Oh, yeah. Hell, in a raid with 22 people. That's a first. So, alright, unless anybody has any other final questions or anything, I will bid you guys good night. Take another quick drink of water. Yep. Alright, well, have a good night, everybody. Stay safe out there, and remember to just keep painting.